Welcome back.
We return once again to Tamriel. Right now we are in what province are we in anyway?
That's a good question.
It has been a while. We have been busy. We're in Whiterun.
Hey, would you look at that? This will look very different 200 or so years from now.
But for now, we have a random ruffian to talk to, I think.
Yes. Where is the Labyrinthian?
Let's try that again.
Frame rates are fun. I don't know much about Labyrinthian, but I did overhear a man at a ball talk of something having been unearthed and went to hold. Hope that information helps.
Thank you, weirdly southern bandit.
See, I was trying for British. I failed.
You seem to change your mind on that.
Yeah.
I don't think we can climb buildings here. We've been playing Daggerfall, where you can climb most things.
Yes. Also, pro tip, just play the Unity version.
Yep, I think we mentioned that last time.
Yeah.
So, are we waiting on any repairs or anything, or do we want to just head straight on over to Winterhold?
Well, let's see what Polaris got. It looks like he has everything.
Yep. Oh, those astounding negative numbers.
Yep. Well, it was funny when Sorcerer Dave. I caught like an old stream of him playing that, and
he came to the conclusion that all of his weaponry all of his armor was cursed because it's giving him negative numbers.
Yeah. To be fair,
Thaco was weird.
Yeah, and I was not aware of Thaco, frankly, until you explained it to me.
Fair enough.
Years later, and I didn't really get a hang of it until Baldur's Gate. It was like a green negative number, so I'm like, alright, it's green. I'm assuming that's a good thing?
Okay.
So I
say if we've got all of our stuff...
Shift map, I think. Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so where do you say? Winterhold?
Yep, Winterhold.
Yes.
Up at the Mages College.
Yep. Okay, travel.
You know, if you've got the altitude...
Yeah, you got the altitude. I try to.
Oh wow, it's actually daytime.
Yeah, it means I don't have to go on a murder streak just to go to the end.
Huh. Hello, Ginger.
Let's see.
Where is Labyrinthian?
Okay. The knights out of the Fortress of Ice Road. Hold on. I heard the knights out of the Fortress of Ice Road town last night and attacked. Wait, I heard that knights out of the Fortress of Ice rode into town last night and attacked the Mages Guild in search of a map of Labyrinthian. Check with the guild; they may be able to help you. Cool.
So.
All right. Well, actually, where is the guild? Mages Guild. West of here. West of Church. In all fairness, that could change.
This is the Mages Guild we're talking about.
Yep. Not as bad as the Gamblers Guild or the Alchemy Guild from Discworld, but you know.
Southwest.
Now, I am going to
that
get
giant blue building.
Actually, no. Okay, I guess there's no observation.
Yeah, you don't have a look button in this one.
Yeah.
They helpfully use that exact same icon.
Yeah. Well, you know, in comparison to the college, which I'm guessing this basically is.
Yeah. Want to check with him to make sure?
Well, I'm just thinking, about just aesthetic and all that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have the cool bridge over to it, or...
Oh, is this just back? This is just back here. Okay. Ginger. Hey.
Hey, Ginger, who are you anyway? Who are you?
Report Laborers and Mages Guild.
Let me show your map. It's so nearby. Who are you? Did I fix what you needed fixing?
I think so. Who are you? Greetings, Dark Elf. I am typical servant, and I used to be a successful merchant myself. I'm not a merchant, but cool. And occasionally the speakers just get completely bugged out.
Yep, there's the front door.
Yep. I suppose he should know this. He was, of course, an impatient student.
No.
I'm sorry. That was dumb. Let's just skip the preamble, shall we?
Yeah, let's head back on over to Skyrim, thank you.
That was kind of merciless, wasn't it?
That's kind of the way these worked. Yes, let our challengers find us where they. Still daytime, yay.
Alright, so
There's Labyrinthian.
where is it? Well, joke's on you. What?
I was gonna say, did we officially find out that we're supposed to be in this town? You, where is Labyrinthian?
Wild imagination. The dangers that can kill those not fully prepared. The only place I... Alright, fine.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to save properly this time.
Let's go. Woo.
Yep.
That's the back entrance again. Actually, no, that's not even the right place.
Yeah, that's not even the right building. What's the start last one?
Ah, there we are.
So that was the back entrance.
Well, it is Skyrim. You expect it to be snowy.
Always fix it.
Oh, it's magic. We're bound to get a little mixed up.
Uncle Paul.
Picture of Ricksley. Well, it's come to my attention that there have been certain inquiries about the Labyrinthian. My name is Thelen Khan, and I find this quite interesting. Few have sought out this legendary place, and many must have found it. Perhaps we can do each other a favor. Allow me to explain. A few days ago, the knights from the Fortress of Ice attacked a small caravan destined for our guild. The caravan was delivered as an object of magical importance, a missing tablet that would help. The cipher part of the Elder Scrolls. This piece completed the maps of the Labyrinthian. No doubt the knights returned with their booty to their fortress, so they're by now deeply elf within its walls. We could not hope to get in there and recover the tablet because we're not prepared for such an endeavor. If you would agree to attempt this, I would gladly tell you the location of the Labyrinthian. All I need is a missing piece to solve the puzzle. Will you agree to this?
Absolutely.
I am pleased to see that you do not shy away from danger. Enough talk.
How about you?
Here is the location of the Fortress of Ice. When you have the missing piece, return here, and I will share with you the location of the Labyrinthian. Galen gestures once, and the location of the Fortress of Ice is magically inscribed onto your map.
Oh, thank you.
Silly question. Is the Fortress of Ice a thing in Skyrim?
It sounds weirdly familiar, but I don't want to just,
I'll look that up later. I don't have my
just like ice.
In any case, we should probably step out and save. I don't think we can save in the building because everything is weird like that.
I could have sworn I don't know if it
Oh.
was. Let's go. Fine. Who am I to argue?
So, should we head off to the Fortress of Ice? There we are, not far at all.
So, just a random guess. I think Labyrinthian is kind of like, yeah.
Okay.
Random guess there.
3 days based on the current weather.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's green.
Yep. Ooh, I think this is the first place where you see the ice wolves. They're so pretty. So move the rattly stuff away.
Okay, so
Rat.
rat.
Speaking of, you have discovered the joys of dim rat spells in Daggerfall.
Yeah, I started a mage character not long ago. Ooh.
Dim rat, by the way, stands for Destruction, Illusion, Mysticism, Restoration, Alteration, Thaumaturgy.
Speaking of which.
Ah, yes, the beautiful ice wolves. I always felt bad that you had to kill them, but you'll notice what they did to your health bar there,
Oh,
so...
yeah. let's see. I think resist ice is definitely going to.
First you'll want to heal, I imagine.
Yeah. Let's see.
I saw resist something. Resist cold.
Good.
Yeah, that's definitely making a difference.
Yeah. I like little differences. Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, right. Okay. So that's a down floor.
Yeah. And knowing how these things work, you're probably going to end up having to go down to the bottom floor anyway.
Yep. Yeah, I found I'm basically doing this character again in Daggerfall because I've discovered that I like the the whole dark elf battle mage imagery.
It is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Jump our way around.
And the time before WASD was carved into canon by Gaming Moses.
Yes, we're in a fortress of ice. So we've got all these snowy walls. We're unsafe, yes.
Not there. We need a backup plan, thank you.
Thankfully, I don't think you've got time on this one.
Yeah, and they didn't tell me, so I'm assuming. Now, I did... Ooh,
we've got options.
I did discover something recently. Let's see. I think the video is called Daggerfall's Dungeons Deconstructed. This is not wrong. And basically, make a long story short, it basically demonstrated that it's not nearly as random as I suspected.
Now, those guys might not be here, but that might be a sign that we're a little low level for this dungeon.
Possibly. But we'll see about that.
Yeah. I was going to say, if they pretty much take us out again, I'd be inclined to say, let's go and do something that is else.
Yeah, I don't know if that symbol's supposed to mean that.
I was going to say, you're hitting him and you're doing damage, but...
Alright, let's see if... Lightning. Let's see what... You what up? Yep, up yours. Maybe not that corner quite yet.
Yeah. Well, I'd be inclined to say, since these guys tend to show up fairly randomly, maybe we go and do some other quests within Skyrim.
Possibly.
Or go find ourselves an alternate dungeon to explore and level up a bit.
Yeah, but it'd be completely random with...
Well, there's a knight. Yeah, just since we've already started a Let's Play, fill out a Let's Play length.
Yep.
Okay, what do you got? 4 pieces of gold. And a ton of stuff we can't use.
So, I basically decided that instead of going back and forth...
Also a guide.
Instead of going back and forth between games, basically settle on one, and basically do this one and then the other.
Ooh, a new belt.
see how far we go.
Yeah. Save early, save often.
Still isn't nearly as nuts as Daggerfall's Dungeons.
Oh yeah.
But still, credit where it's due. It's not nearly as random as I initially feared.
Yes.
Very dark. Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, you're on Softworks. Here's a box. It couldn't be that easy, could it?
That would be kind of funny, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it couldn't possibly be that easy. I think it's probably nap time. I think you're gonna have to take care of whoever ended up being nearby.
So I do have shielding stuff.
Yes.
So I'm not completely barred.
Let's see. Did it freeze?
I don't think so.
Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We will return.
Welcome back.
Here we are once again.
The word cure, very classically in Final Fantasy, will be used to describe a simple healing spell. Kind of odd in retrospect, isn't it?
Well, you'll see things like cure light wounds. And we nap. Briefly.
Okay.
Alright. We save?
Save some rats.
We save. Okay, let's go find these
suppose
knights
we
who don't
go.
like us napping here.
I suppose we can always just level up here.
Yep. Well, possibly. We'll see how it goes.
Alright, so we are getting ever closer.
To
Oh, that's a door. I don't know why I thought that was important. Anyway.
Shall we go to the place there? Oh, no, one of these guys.
Alright. I meant to do that. No, nuts.
And the light went out.
Alright. I suppose it can't hurt me.
Whether it hurts him is a different matter.
Well, actually, I do have plenty of.
Marks of assorted things.
Yeah, I can always just turn invisible if things completely go badly for me.
Where did he go? Oh, one of you. do wonder why Daggerfall went to such limited save slots.
I imagine, especially back then, it was a bit of a balancing act.
Yeah. Oh, ordinary wolves. Yes. I feel like in a lot of ways the sprite work was a lot gorier than the 3D models that would come later.
Yeah.
We talked about this a little bit in Doom, not least because the sprite work is always facing you.
Yeah, that, and yeah, I imagine drawing a separate head is always going to be easier than putting the polygons. And that light spell's not last one.
Could some of it be the high frame rate that you're doing right now?
Well, okay, I did rest a little bit. You saw that, right?
I think that was the gemstones.
Hey!
I'm kind of surprised that the more distant one died first.
Yeah, that was special. One thing to critique the combat bit for the Unity version of Daggerfall is that I feel like it's asking you to be just a little too precise with hitting something, and okay, save the magic points a bit.
Marker shielding, maybe? Or just go invisible?
Yep. Hey, jerk.
So how far you can get without having to actually deal with him. So we're looking for the blue door down. I'll tell you on the map if those things are doors. I think usually they're just wall textures.
Yeah, this is kind of thrill. Is it really in Skyrim when we get right down to it?
You don't have dungeons that look unique the way that this does. I mean, you have some excellent dungeon design, but this is different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's a better healing spell than the actual one called heal.
Yep.
So this, okay. Check if it's unlocked first.
Before you start smashing.
Yeah, like in the original Daggerfall, you could hit more than one enemy, but you can't really in Unity. So I might maybe suggest that to him. Yeah, Orc Strike probably wouldn't be a bad idea next time we come across.
Well, if the Iron Axe tracks.
Yeah. Jump.
So you do have a bow for exactly this kind of situation.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even have to worry about ammo, do I?
Nope, ammo's not a thing in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always
We've been away for a little while.
Yeah. I'm kind of on the fence of whether or not Archer should have ammo. I mean,
it adds a level of tension to the game, but it's also one more thing to keep track of.
yeah, well,
So it really depends, I think, on what type of feel you're going for.
well, you kind of like, is it taking for the experience, or is it just an inconvenience that you should put up with? Is it part of the challenge? Because I would argue that limited arrow, like if Demon Souls did not have limited arrows, it would be a very different game.
Yes, again, I feel like it depends on what kind of feel you're trying to evoke in your game.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of conflicted whether or not the equipment degradation in Breath of the Wild is warranted. Because personally, I think it's a little absurd.
Yeah. I've seen it suggested that it helps keep you on your toes and helps keep you constantly improvising your weaponry.
Yeah.
So that you're playing with a constantly shifting game meta.
That said, I would not have missed it if it was gone.
Fair enough. Again, I think it depends on what your playstyle even is.
Yeah. The only time I really, liked weapon degradation is in Monster Hunter. But it's not quite the same. Like it's
a decrease in efficacy rather than it breaking flat out, usually, right?
Pretty much, and well, I mean, all your stuff is basically restored back to normal once you're done with the hunt. But it basically in the middle of the hunt, it just kind of becomes routine. Either you run away or you drive the monster off,
and then you maintain your weapon.
Yeah, then you maintain your weapon, kind of catch your breath, and then carry on.
Like I said, I think in circumstances like that, it's a pacing tool.
Yeah, and...
Do you want people to go slower and more cautiously, or do you want them to go in guns blazing?
Yeah.
Also, do you want to slow your game down with inventory management? Which, nothing wrong with it, but it will slow things down. These guys never have anything useful, by the way.
Yeah. Well, occasionally I'm surprised. I really don't like her.
I know. I always felt bad about it when I played this as a kid, just because the sprites are so pretty.
Well, one little thing that Monster Hunter World... See, in previous games, you had a limited number of whetstones. And you constantly had to retrieve them. In fact, it became a regular routine for me in Monster Hunter 3 to constantly go out, and there's a spot where you can find free ones. And
save, by the way?
Yeah.
Maybe after you take out these guys. Because these tin cans can be a bit of a challenge.
But in Monster Hunter World, you have an unlimited number, and I'm not entirely sure that really takes from the experience at all. You still have to do it, but I guess having just that thing that you use all the time, it still captures the feel of it.
Well, part of it is Monster Hunter World was going for a faster feeling experience, wasn't it? Not in the combat itself, but in the in-between parts.
I would not say that.
Okay.
I mean, it definitely cuts to the chase a bit more, but not so much to increase the pace, more to just get you going, really. Get you into the routine. And
well, things too, like automatically harvesting plants as you walk by them, rather than having to stop and harvest each one by hand.
Well, yeah, that is definitely an improvement and definitely less of a slog. It definitely reduces the amount of time, and yeah, I guess faster.
Yeah. I think it's nap time.
First it's save time.
I just want to grab something real quick. Oh, of course there are. So who are you working in the darkness? By the way, when I was a kid, we usually played with the lights off, so you would occasionally see red eyes gleaming at you through the dark. Hello, that's a different wall texture. Norse runes.
Well, Nordic, I suppose.
Yeah.
door.
Let's see. My guess is the door leads somewhere important. And there's probably enemies on the other side.
Yeah, as is the case.
So let us save and save.
I touch your face. I'm in your words.
I'm lack of space and beloved of birds. What am I? I know the answer to this one, so...
Voice? No.
You can try it.
Let's see. I'm beloved by birds. Voice.
Nothing happens. We have to back up and come back over again.
I touch your face. I'm in your words. Wind.
I don't remember if that's the exact way that's phrased, but you're on the right track, definitely.
Air.
I think so. There we are.
Oh, and there that is. Okay. Let's see. I guess we could try that and run for it.
Seize the tablet.
Yeah. You are a fool! Up yours. Okay, alright, so we need to back away. Try to heal somehow.
Actually, can you knock down here?
Well, maybe it'll work this time. Well, at least I made this one known. Thank you.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah, I dubbed thee close enough.
You know, I always thought they looked like they were wearing a tie. Because of the way that...
Let's say they are. All these zombies were killed during the worst dinner party.
Okay.
Alright, so... There. Okay, and we're going to immediately...
Turn invisible?
Yes.
Don't mind me, mister. Ah. Once he has hold of it, he can use it to decipher the location of the Labyrinthian. Should take the other ship too?
Yep.
See what we've got. Gold belt.
Yep.
Probably don't need the short bow.
Anyway.
I say that's the cue to get back upstairs.
Yep. I don't suppose the mark spell is in this game.
No. That's something. Daggerfall has a teleportation system of bark and recall.
Yeah.
And it's not really a thing back in Arena.
It can save you up like to a month of travel.
Oh, yes.
This is yeah. I'm not going to waste a pass wall. One place I've already been to. Oh god, imagine trying to use pass wall in Daggerfall.
There's a reason why they stopped it.
Yeah, that'll be an
that.
eschery nightmare.
Well, it's a matter of if you get rid of a wall, you just be stepping straight out into the void.
Yeah.
And the void will kill you unless you can levitate.
Because let's be honest, this place was built a bit more sensibly than any architect in Daggerfall.
Yes, even once you figure out the modular system that Daggerfall uses, it's frustrating.
Yeah, and well, once you figure that out, and again, I do recommend that video, just deconstructing the dungeons. It can be a lot more manageable. That means you can explore more bite-sized pieces instead of following along the endless, labyrinthine. Labyrinthian. Series of halls and just nonsense. But yeah, I used to think that the individual rooms were randomized, but no, it's more these giant sections, and we've been over this.
Yeah, we went over this in the Daggerfall video, too.
Watch that video. But I guess, more of a question of, convenience versus... inconvenience versus difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
And again, ammo count, depending on what kind of game you're doing, that could be part of the challenge.
Yeah, but again, I think it all depends on what kind of tone you really want to set.
Yeah. Like, Dynasty Warriors is not built on, preserving ammo. Okay. First good night's sleep I've had since, stepping in here.
Time to head on over.
I feel like this game was better at making a more unique atmosphere for a specific level.
Yeah.
Like,
because even in sections where they are procedurally generated, I feel like it's a little bit more coherent. And you're also a little bit, I think, more used to representational spaces rather than spaces that look like they're literally what you think they are. There's nothing there.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I just like swinging a sword.
I see.
Okay. Do we want to just pass wall?
Do you?
I might.
Fair enough. Let's show off the pass wall. Got a friend on the other side.
Aha!
There we go.
Now it's safe because I have a feeling that we might have to go on another murder streak.
In the meantime, though, let's head on over to Winterhold. And it is...
Oh.
I think you clicked on the outer gate there, but... It's actually daylight!
Yay!
I don't think you ever actually officially asked where the Mage's Guild is in this version, so...
Oh, I have to actually... Mage. Hate you or wait.
There we are. Successful. Your deeds will be sung among the tales of heroes. If you will wait a moment, I will give you what I promised. Thalen fits the piece into a larger tablet and reads what is written. He gestures for your map. The feather pen he inscribes the location of Labyrinthian, somewhere in Skyrim Province, onto your map.
Much obliged.
Alright, and on that note, once we see where that is, do you want to call it an episode?
Yeah, because I'm going to have to get through, some other boring stuff.
Let's just check and see where that will be on our map.
Let's see.
See if we were right in guessing the location.
Oh! Would you look at that?
Perfect.
Let's see. Markarth's side. Is Markarth not an actual... I guess not. Dragon Bridge. Yep. I remember that.
We have Old Rorkstead.
Good question.
Karthwasten.
Yeah, that was a smaller town back in the day.
Stonehill.
Solitude.
Dragonwood. Slumguard.
Green. That sounds familiar.
Greenwall.
Yeah. Well, 200 years,
Things change around it.
Alright.
Hit exit.
Alright, on that note, I think we will go ahead and call it.
Until next time, my name is Eva.
And this is Frank. Thanks for joining us.
Good night.